Hey, Brian from Gotcha Mahal. Today I had this new dog training collar, and we have two dogs, Sophie and Sadie. Love them to death, but we got to make sure that we keep them safe and trained. So that is what you're getting in here. So you get a pretty decent size set of instructions there. Put you through that. So this is your remote, and it basically has this little opening here that you can kind of get your thumbnail in. I really don't have nails today. So you open that up, and it does come with batteries, which is like really nice and useful. Let me just get my knife out so I can separate these batteries easier. Okay. I love that it comes with batteries. That is absolutely great. Okay, so put them in, and it is AAA batteries in case you ever have to replace those. I'll put the cover back on. Then that is your switch that turns the unit on. So you can do unit 1 or 2, and I like it has a nice little digital display on here. So if you had two dogs, two collars, you can work them off the one remote. So this is the remote unit. So that's your power switch. This is your little charging port. These are your little static electrodes that you use on there. So we're going to plug this in real quick and give it a little bit of a drink of electric. Okay, so that basically kind of turned it on and lets you know that it's ready to go. You have a couple little rubberized collars that go over the top. Rubberized prongs that go over to the metal one. You have a testing unit so you can test the electrostatic charge. And you have a little bit longer of the electrodes, so if you have like one of those big furry monsters like we do, a little bit longer of the electrodes to fit for the static. So this is the collar that you get with it. So obviously you can size it to pretty much whatever size dog you have, and to give you kind of an idea of how big that is. I mean, that gives you a very large circumference depending on your dog. And again, when you're putting this through, you are putting it in reverse through here, and then through the top, and then that's how you're going to size your collar up. And it has a quick release on it as well, so give you kind of an idea. And then for the collar itself, so we'll undo this, pull that through the strap, and I think we just gave it just enough juice to charge. So to give you an idea, so this is going to be your tester, and you put the prongs through here, and then on your unit you have tone, you have your buzzer, which basically kind of like vibrates. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's definitely buzzing. Then you have your electrostatic shock, and you can see that little flashing light, and that's to let you test it to make sure that that actually works. And then what you're doing is you are basically routing this through, and it has that little bypass piece there. So you can see the logo of the company, the product that you're using. So, and then that's how that fits on the collar. So put that down. And again, then what you are doing is you're going to size that onto your dog. Pull it through. And then there you go. And then you're set to go. But now, training modes, what we like to do is if you're showing a dog a boundary or you want the dog to come, there's a bunch of different training methods that you can do. But I mean, we like to start off with like the tone, you know, just to kind of give them a little bit of a warning. And the first time your dog hears that, they're going to be like, what's going on? They're going to have no idea what's happening. But, you know, it's a training method. So, you know, reward, you know, and then you can properly discipline your dog. And then you have the vibration mode. And after we had our dogs trained, I mean, like we typically will use that. They know that they have to come back from the yard when they're done doing their business outside. If they're starting to bark and get a little excessive out there, you know, a neighbor comes by, they see deer in the backyard, bear, whatever. So you hit that. Sometimes that's usually not enough. Then you have your buzzing. Now, if they are getting very aggressive, if you have a situation where you have an animal in your yard that you want to get them away from, like we get a lot of deer, they like to go out and harass the deers. Sometimes you do have to use the, you know, the static charge to get their attention, and you know, believe me, it gets their attention. But again, in the beginning, it's typically your tone and your buzz is all that you're going to need. But it is good to know that you do have like a little bit of a static charge in case your dogs are getting a little aggressive towards another person, another dog, you know, deer, whatever you have going on in your yard. But anyway, great collar system, highly recommend it. And Brian from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching and be safe out there.